Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here, KAS, seeing what's going on. It's a request from one of my community members here. Let's see, who was it that asked this? Gold's Effects. Maybe that's how you say it. I don't know. Thank you so much for the request. Absolutely looking forward to covering this here for you. So what we want to look at, first of all, is a few key factors. It's broken bullish, but most coins have done that right now. We want to see if there's an overextension and if it's going to pull back. And if it continues, how much further could it go, right? That's kind of the concept here. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. Truly hope you can learn something here today. Quick congrats to our current community members, of course, our premium members. Solana, nice 50% there in 6 days. 7 days for a Bitcoin long at 62%. And of course, Polkadot, we took a nice trade there yesterday, about 18% in 16 hours. So things are working out the way we want. Obviously, we've been kind of banking on Bitcoin going up and it hasn't stopped. So we just got to recognize and be realistic here. Bitcoin slows down, these coins might as well. In fact, it's a strong likelihood considering how high Bitcoin dominance is right now. It just keeps on going up. So if that continues upwards, altcoins will have a tendency of dropping and decreasing in value. Okay, kind of that whole cycle. So we'll talk about that. Let's just go ahead and jump into the basics. We can see stochastic RSI is still swinging up. Money flow index RSI up over 70. That's typically a very bullish sign. Most coins that break above 70 on the RSI have a tendency of staying above there for a long time. In other words, sometimes a week or two. So at November 4th all the way to November 20th, that is literally 16 days of bullish continuation. And the price action did this, roughly, what is it? Hold on. Went right here. This is roughly what happened in those 16 days. So it's all the more reason to wait for the RSI to come back down below 70 before considering taking profit. Okay, that's generally the concept for the RSI. When it breaks above, crazy cool stuff can happen. So we could very well see another leg up like that. So there's possibilities there. Everything else is looking bullish, so there's no reason to bet against this coin right now. Looking at the 4 hour, of course, this is where things do change a little bit. Not much, honestly, though. Still running concurrent with Bitcoin in a lot of ways. So we do take a look at this here in Bitcoin. There's a pretty strong similarity there. Okay, KAS a little bit stronger, but obviously they're very similar. Okay, we can see this level here at about 0.786, holding strong as a resistance level for now. So if the price does end up coming back, we could very well see just a natural correction of some of these lower fib levels here. I'll put this in our playout chart here soon so you can kind of see what that looks like, but for the most part, this is all bullish stuff here. But once more, you got to recognize that the price does pull back and this is the top. It's not going to be a bad thing. These are natural corrections that need to happen in order for a price to continue to leg up again later. Okay, so please recognize that. Either way you look at it here, 0.32 to 0.5, this level here, that 12.5 to 11.5 is the rough estimate of where the price could consolidate to, if it does. We are coming back down closer to 70, so the price action is pulling back naturally. This is very standard. It does imply the price could pull back, though, a little bit further, so be mindful of that. MACD is trying to diverge, but hasn't yet. So we haven't broken bearish by any stretch. I would say being below the 20-day SMA would be a consideration for a short. And when I say consideration, there's a lot of other things that goes into it. You don't just take a short because of it. But that is something you want to kind of think about and be mindful of. So again, 20-day SMA is a good little trend setter letting us know we're on the right side of those tracks, we're just fine. Okay, we got this nice little ascending trend here as well, running concurrent with the 20-day SMA. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape for some time, but just still something to be aware of. We can see a nice little bull type of pennant pattern here forming as well. Could see a breakout to the upside here soon. Once more, coins are overextended. The price action is very high. Bitcoin is somewhat hitting a resistance at 48,000. There's a decent chance we could see a pullback, so just be aware of that. If we do see a pullback, let's double check Ichimoku Cloud and kind of see we have the cloud kind of hanging out right there between that 0.618 fib and basically 12.5 to 13.5 cents. So that's actually a good sign. We can see the lagging span's free and clear for the moment. So there's no reason to close your long position, but you may want to consider taking some profit. Furthermore, too, as well, we can also see conversion lines with the baseline. There's really no reason to consider shorting this coin, but once more, you got to recognize as you continue to look lower and smaller in time frames, you're going to start seeing more and more bearish divergences. So the truth is right now, the way that things are, there's no reason to bet against it. I'm personally telling all my community members to wait for a better long positions, let the price kind of just do that natural pullback, and then of course consider some longs at some better price points. I would not recommend shorting into this coin right now. It's going to take a little while, another couple of days, honestly, before I would say it's safe to short. Okay. Again, confirmation takes longer when you have these bullish uptrends. So to me, right now, it makes 0 sense to consider shorting. You're better off waiting for a better long entry, honestly. But if you do want to short, tight targets, tight profit targets, move your stop loss down as your profit goes up, and ensure you're just taking profits when you can. This is not a greed market right now. I know it's getting more and more greedy. Obviously, the market in general is greedy. But the truth is that's to the upside, not to the downside. You cannot be greedy on a short right now. You can't. There's no other way around it. And to all those who were shorting Bitcoin at 43.5, 44,000, 44.5, 45,000, there's no reason to do that once you break through those key level resistances, right? Right now, we're just kind of running free and clear. And if you're taking a short, you're going against the grain. It's difficult, not easy, and not ideal or recommended at all. There's very little wiggle room for the downside for the moment. Till Bitcoin breaks bearish, we have no reason to consider it's going to go down. We're above all moving averages on the daily time frames, 4-hour, etc. Bitcoin's here to stay for the moment, okay? That being said, altcoins are likely going to start surging within reason, okay? We're probably going to see a natural culling, if you will, where the price action will pull back for some of these alts 5 to 10% with all that profit being taken. Once that occurs, we're going to be poised for some new longs. And those new longs could very well come in the shape and form of these next Fibonacci retracement levels once the price pulls back. Okay, so again, just some friendly advice. That's kind of where we're at there. We do at least have one more leg up here if we see a pullback from KAS. Good stuff here for this coin. Very last thing that's really good too as well, cryptocash.tech. If you want to join our community, of course, it goes without saying. Got a lot of new members. There are limitations for registrations. Keep in mind, there's limited slots available. But with Bitunix here, they have you covered. There's no KYC or VPN required. US, Canada, other countries as well. You get some awesome rewards using my link to register. And furthermore, they're adding 200 trading pairs to their exchange later this month. And they're also providing us with a trading competition near the month end for our trading, our community effectively. And I think we have like maybe 400 registrations in there. And we're all going to be sharing and competing for a good little $10,000 prize pool. So it's a lot of fun. Check it out. Anyways, if you use my link to register, you'll automatically be eligible for that. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks again so much for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.